Welcome all as we congregate to the greatest toy lining community, ever growing, ever changing. As we collect and adapt these figures to our own imaginations and embrace the fun, there's much to learn, especially if you're new to Mythics. Hey friends, welcome to another episode of New to Mythics, episode 73. Oh shoot, I spelled your name wrong. Let me fix that. Michael Casper, Legacies version 2, part 2. Welcome, Mike. How are you doing, sir?
Good.
Welcome back to the show.
Had fun with the first show.
That was so much fun, man. I really enjoyed because I love talking to people that are more versed, that know more about the lore, more about the history of the figures. Like, I learn a lot from just listening to you guys talk. So I am a student at your feet, listening to what you have to say about these characters and the history and you know, when they came out and the reception, you know, like that stuff is all interesting to me.
Oh, well, thank you. And can I say that I am so glad that this episode was spread out into 2 shows, because your beginning music is just zen.
Yes.
Oh, it's so nice. So
it's very calming.
Yeah,
you got 2 doses. You got double dosed.
Yeah, I need that. Very calming.
Absolutely. We're here to have fun.
Yeah. So we stopped last show, Greg, at Advent of Decay.
Yes, we did.
So let's bring up source.
What a wave.
Oh, it's a big wave. It's a 40
wave.
Figure wave.
Yes. You can see that, right?
Oh, sure can.
Oh, man. Here we go.
We start off with Artemis Silver Cord. And we have already got Artemis.
Yes.
Version 2. We were just last episode talking about Baron Vollinger. Her and Baron Vollinger were the very first version 2s.
Mm.
And they came out in the Lithia wave, way back in the Lithia wave. This figure right here, I don't care for. Her version 2, oh my God, I love it.
I agree. I have both, and I definitely prefer version 2. What's interesting is a version 2 is a younger version, right, of this version.
Yes.
And I think that's very interesting.
Yep. And that's so far the only version 2 that is like a different timeline.
Yeah.
Than the original. Yeah. So that's quite unique.
Yeah. So I don't think there would be, I mean, there might be a version 3 at some point, but I don't think there would be a version 2.
Yeah. So with the version 2, the version 1 factor, talking about the factors again, the version 1, very important to the story. Okay. Never had an All-Stars release. And could that figure use an upgrade? Heck yeah.
Yes.
Now, we didn't get an upgrade necessarily of this look.
Right.
But Artemis Silver Cord version 2 looks fantastic.
Yes.
It is almost where this is Queen Artemis. Version 2 is like kick-ass Artemis.
Yes. Yeah. So we could at some point revisit Artemis.
Oh, they could. I mean, she's that important of a figure. Yeah. I don't see them doing version 3s. They could down the road, but not for a long time.
Yeah.
Not for a long time.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Okay, the next figure, you know what? I am bowing to you and letting you take over this figure, because People, if you don't know, this is Greg's favorite figure
Yes,
of all time.
absolutely.
And it did get a version 2. Greg, take it over, baby.
I was just stunned. This figure, I didn't find it right away. I was new to the line and started to explore the different waves. There was so much as a perspective of someone that has only been in this line for 4 years, 3 years, 3.5 years. Um, there's a lot that I've missed. And to go backwards and see all of the figures was overwhelming. So I printed out a checklist of visual checklist and just went down the line and thought, what do I like? What's cool? So I would mark, this figure's cool, this figure's cool, this figure's cool, and just started to really study the figures and really look at them and appreciate their construction and how they looked. And my eye just always kept going back to this figure. And I don't know what it is. It's just the mystery, the darkness, the tattoos on the skin, the colors. I don't know. For some reason, it just really grabbed me. So this is my all-time favorite figure in this line. And then when they announced, I was at work and they announced version 2. I took a picture of myself. I don't have it on here, but of myself watching the presentation of Eric and Jeremy, and my reaction was just, I was stunned that this character would get a version 2, because I don't I don't see this character being talked about a lot. I don't see this character being on a lot of radars. It was a very expensive figure for me at the time to buy because it was kind of rare. I didn't see it very often, but just that they honored her with the version 2. And I texted Jeremy the next day or a few days later. I'm like, dude, thank you guys so much for this version 2. Like, I lost my mind, and I sent him a picture of my reaction. He's like, I know you. I thought about you. I knew that was your favorite figure, and I was just like, thank you so much that you thought of me, and that you guys made this amazing, second version of this super cool character. So just really grateful that they did it. And I know the version 2, some people say, it's not much of an upgrade, but I think it's different enough. But it's still, like we were talking about on the first episode or the part 1, that these characters, they look back just enough to really kind of um, embrace the look of the first version, but kind of modernize it a little bit with parts that they have now. So they kind of balance, looking back, but also making it more modern and a better version. So
Well, incidentally, we have version 2 right behind version 1 there.
yes, we do.
If
Yes, we do.
people don't know, that is version 2 right behind us.
Wait, how do I? Let me see here. There we go. Yeah,
So, and you can just see the
yeah,
upgrade. It's the
yeah.
soft goods.
Soft goods are
Oh
incredible.
my God. And I do believe her color is richer, her skin
Yes,
color.
it does look like a darker blue.
The
Uh,
molded plastic hood is
mm,
richer.
yeah,
Uh, and I mean, look at the chains, look at the belts,
yeah.
look at the scepter.
Just gave her an upgrade, just more love, but
Yeah.
still embraced the coolness of the original. Um,
Now, she is a prime example, Greg, of what we were talking about last episode, where, you know, we don't think a figure's going to be made into the V2. Neither one
right,
of us thought
right,
Asa was that important to the story.
right.
And here it turns out that she's very important to
Yeah,
the story because she single-handedly saves Basilia,
mm,
the convocation of Basilia.
mm,
Uh, so That's where you never know
Right.
with the new lore coming out. That could change
That,
some of
yeah.
the predictions we're making.
Right. That was kind of my point, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a legacy. They could put it in like a wave, in the middle of the year, different version twos of characters that would not necessarily be a legacy character, but would be kind of, upgrading something that they. So I don't know if they're going to funnel all of the upgraded version 2 characters and make them legacy figures, or
That's a good point, because
right.
what if they decide? I mean, they could decide to put. I would I, I would say this, like Xylona and Aetheron. If they come out with a wave that makes sense
Mm-hmm.
for them to put their versions twos in it, then you're not going to get them in Legacies. They're going to put it into the wave.
Right.
So if they come out with a version 2 that makes sense for a current wave they're putting out, it's most likely going to go into that wave and not into Legacies.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I would say.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you. I agree on that. I agree on that point. Thank you for letting me talk some Azza. I appreciate
Oh God! And you know what? I am a big proponent to the hooded female figures from the Advent of Decay and on up. I'm not a big female character fan.
Mm-hmm.
I am with the new body style, the thicker body style,
Right.
stuff like that. And
Right.
I really don't like the hooded versions, the plastic hooded
Mm-hmm.
versions, but they are beautiful figures, from Fastia to Azza to Ravina. They are very beautiful figures.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not a huge fan, honestly, of the plastic hood. I wish they would have done a soft version, soft goods version, like a Thrace cloak for her. I mean, I know they did that with Azza, giving her the Thrace painted head. So you can kind of, make it the non-hooded, but I don't know. I'm just grateful. I love that they gave her some love. So
Nice.
Next character,
Balaam. Balaam, he falls into I'm a night wizard.
Yeah.
So yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
He is a magic user that desperately needs soft goods,
Yes.
or desperately needs a little less armor to really make his look. We harken back to Jeroen Runeshaper.
Mm-hmm.
Same exact thing. Not very important to the lore, but he's never had a version 2.
Yeah.
And severely needs an upgrade.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. I'm interested in what they would do. I think it would be definitely heavy soft goods over the new knight armor.
Yeah, I really, Greg, just hearkening back to Jeroen, I think they would want to make the character look more wizard-like, with still honoring his armored backstory, or the V1's armored look.
Yeah.
So I think you're going to get soft goods with some armor placed over it. Key spots where you have armor showing.
I think it would be cool also to maybe age some of these version 2s. So like, say you did Jeroen, give him a longer beard, bushier eyebrows. Balaam, give him maybe some white whiskers, give him some kind of a little bit different head sculpt than just the regular Jaguilian head.
That's a very good point. And we don't know that they aren't going to do that.
Right.
But with Otho, you see a little bit of that between the old and the new head sculpt. Yeah. The new one does look like he's older.
Yeah.
A little bit older. So now, whether that was intended or not, we would have to ask.
And we might.
Why can't we? We're going to
sure.
Legion's Con.
Absolutely.
So, of course, the Barbarian Warrior is more of a Legion builder, non-named character. So she's Ixnayed. Warrior, I would say, is going to be Ixnayed. He's not a named character.
Kind of a filler figure, I think. I think the head sculpt's original, but I think the figure is fine as is.
I do. I mean, I do. I don't want to talk down on a figure. The head is so big.
Yes.
I know Eric needed to make it that big to get by the pauldrons.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big fan of Warrior. My son, on the other hand, loves Warrior.
Really?
Loves.
I turned him into a dwarf. Like I've got the heads pack head.
Yes,
on the Warrior body, and I love it.
Yep, works perfect. Just throw some boots on that.
Yes. Love that figure.
Yep.
Trying to find him.
The next one, of course, and I believe this is definitely on their radar.
Yeah.
So Kings Under the Mountain, the Emir has you covered again. Definitely they are going to give us another Bromden Ironjaw.
Yeah.
He is too important in the story. He hits factor 1. Factor 2, he's never had that all-star release.
Mm-hmm.
And factor 3, he hits on 2.
Yeah.
Because of his importance, you need him to be more unique than what he is.
Yeah.
So, yes, they most definitely, you will see the King Dwarf in Legacies.
Can I say, though, that this figure is great, even if they don't?
Oh, it's one of the best value figures in Advent of Decay. They just gave him so much.
Yeah. A lot of good stuff, but just a great head sculpt. I love the crown, the black armor with the gold piping and stuff. It's just a great, great figure. So even if they didn't, and I would love them too, I hope that they do. But I recommend people that don't have this figure to seek it out, because it's just a really, really great figure.
Yeah, look at all the stuff, Greg, he comes with. Even the other head.
Yeah. Yeah. Great figure.
I was shocked he never made All-Stars.
Yeah, I know. I'm surprised at that. Was he offered?
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome figure. What's next?
Next, we're going to move over to a definite also, Brother Mendibulus.
Yes.
I think this is similar to Malleus.
Yes.
They're definitely wanting to do a version 2 of Brother Mendibulus. I think it's written down on their list. It is happening. The version 1 from Advent of Decay, what we're looking at here, is a beautiful figure.
Yes, it is.
I mean, this is a figure you could say, I can say right now we don't need one, but I know they're going to do one. He's too important of a character, and he's so loved by so many fans.
I would love to see a Malleus Brother M 2-pack. You know?
Oh, God. Dude, wow.
Killer.
I never thought about that. That would rock.
Killer. Yeah. That would
be killer. But if we look at the factors for him, he's a very important character. Number 2, he did get somewhat of an All-Stars release with the release of the blind boxes.
Yeah, the mystery.
So he basically got an All-Stars release, because you got to remember, in the blind boxes, you had figures that they remade, and you had figures that they just had some stock left.
Right.
In the warehouse. He was one they actually remade. And so he did get an All-Stars version technically.
Yeah. What a figure.
But he, for criteria or factor 3, I like him just the way he is. But
I do too.
Imagine what they can do with him with the V2.
That's a whole nother factor where it's like, Brother M, Bromden are great figures unto themselves. I'd throw in Hera, great figures, but just imagine what you could do with version 2s.
Now, incidentally, Greg, the shape or the logo on his
Mm-hmm.
shirt is actually a kind of alternate logo for a Necronominus.
Okay.
So it's kind of different. It doesn't scream Necronominus to me right off the bat. So I wonder if they'll switch that up to a more recognizable logo.
They could do like soft goods with like a leather belt that's got like the buckle of Necronominus or something on it, maybe.
Yeah, to honor that right there. Yeah, I could see something like that. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, we're moving on. Calavius. This is going to be a no.
Okay.
Just like Kador was a no. I think a lot of these Colosseum characters look fantastic the way they are.
Yeah, I agree.
And I don't think they'll be on the Horseman's radar at all. I think in order for us to get something to get him made a version 2, we'll have to do a fan vote on that if they ever want to go down that road.
Yeah. It's a nice figure for sure.
So he did have a remake in the blind boxes.
Yes.
He is not an important character in the lore, even though he was very important to helping Atlas free the combatants in the Colosseum. And could he use an upgrade? I'm going to say no. Okay. He rocks the old armor just fine.
It looks good on him. It's definitely fitting. They didn't go overboard. They didn't give him stuff that he wouldn't need or that's unnecessary. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
Leave it alone. Now, of course, the Cavern Dwarf, no, it is a Legion builder. Delphina of Etheros is our next one. I said no because I just don't think she's that important of a character.
Mm-hmm.
She is with the Templars. She's a younger Templar. Now, when I say she isn't that big in the lore now, as we can see, Jeremy Gerard in the Isomol wave put Delphina as after the Second Great War, she's more of a major character.
Mm-hmm.
So when the book comes out, is she going to become more of a major character then? That remains to be seen. But with what we know right now, she is not a major character, even though I think she's one of my favorite female characters. She's never had an all-star release. And she looks good the way she does in that old Templar armor.
Yeah.
I don't see her being on their radar.
It is a fine figure. And I'm happy with how she looks.
Yes.
I think she looks great. I think she looks great.
Now, the Elf Legion builder, the gold elf right there, of course, being a Legion builder, we're going to skip him. The Elf Ranger, I'm going to say no. It's not a named character. And to be perfectly honest, that's figure is fired just the way it is.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It reminds everybody of Legacies already.
Yes.
So why not keep it just the way it is?
Yeah, I agree.
We go over to Faunus. Faunus, very unique figure.
Yes.
We have a tree man in it, but no, I don't think he's important enough to the story. He did have an All Stars release with the blind boxes.
Yeah.
And I just I don't see him warranting or being on their radar
Yeah.
to remake. And bluntly, I think he looks good in the armor he's in.
Yeah.
He's going to be one of those that, you're going to have to keep the old armor on some of the figures. He's perfect for it.
Right. Right. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm good. I don't see myself wanting an upgraded Faunus. It's a niche character.
And I think you hit it right there, Greg. I think you hit it right there. I don't think they would think it would sell as well
Yeah.
either.
I think that's definitely a factor. Like you said earlier, or the first part, it's a business for them.
Yeah.
They enjoy what they're doing, obviously, but they have to look and see, is this figure going to make money, or is it going to, um, you know, not sell? So I think they factor that in for sure.
Yeah. Now, Freya of Deadhall, isn't she she's like a Valkyrie?
Yeah.
She's very powerful and all this. I think there's too many more important female characters to get into V2.
Yeah.
That she just loses out on that. There's just too many important ones to the story to get to.
I agree.
She's way too far down the pecking order.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't see them ever coming back unless Jeremy writes something for her. I don't see her popularity resurging or coming back for any reason to make a version two.
So, Greg, they have to walk kind of like a tightrope when it comes to the female V2 versions, because the 2.0 figures, meaning the female body type figures, they don't sell as well as the 1.0 body type. So they really have to sit back and choose the right characters that they know that are going to sell. Those are going to be characters that are really big in the lore, I believe.
Right.
This ultimately is what hurts Freya.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's going to hurt a lot coming up here. Gadriel, she's in the same boat, I truly believe. Even though she's very unique as an angel up in Cirrus, I really do believe that she's going to suffer from the same fate. She is not that important of a character in the lore for them to have on their radar.
Yeah, I'm with you. I love Gadriel. She's one of my favorites, but and I think they weigh in also the look of the character, and I think that this character is fine just as she is. I don't see a need to improve upon her.
I don't see that either, especially with the pearlescent armor, because you can make her into literally a female Sir Ignatius.
Right.
By popping a helmet on or taking the wings off.
Yeah. I never thought about doing that, but yeah, that's true.
Incidentally, have you ever seen her head sculpt up close?
Yeah.
She has some scarage on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's really cool. In fact, aren't we getting that head being reissued in one of the head packs?
Yes. Well, no, it's in the I broke it. It's in the cosmic.
Yeah, the cosmic.
They're repainting. Well, they're repainting her for that next wave that's coming out. Not this Ox Crew one, but the Heroics.
Oh, okay.
She's an alien. Yeah, she's an alien. Okay. So she's got kind of orange skin,
there we go.
But it's her head sculpt, which is super cool idea. But that scar is rad.
Yeah, right down below her left eye. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, super cool figure. I've got two. I don't know why, but I just love the figure. So
Well, you're a smart man because now you can have a female Sir Ignatius.
yeah. Well, I actually have an Eric Miller painted head sculpt on one, and then the other one I just left in package. But yeah, that's a great idea. I could totally do a female Ignatius. Great idea. But I'm with you. I don't see them doing. I would love to, but I don't see them doing a version 2 legacy figure of her.
And of course, the Goblin Legion builder, he's out.
Yeah.
Gonks, nope, he's out. Gonks is perfect the way he is.
Yes, I agree.
I can't see you improving on it. Look
Yeah.
at that armor, the
Yeah,
rusted.
this was my first Goblin, and I love this figure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's so rad. Just that rusted armor. Great idea. Just a genius execution of this Goblin.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Beefy Goblin. I mean, perfect. I can't see them improving on it. I wouldn't know where they would.
Right. I agree. 100%. Totally agree.
Now, the next two, Greg, I'm conflicted on.
Give it to me, Mike.
So, I don't think they're important enough to the story to warrant a version 2 at this time, because there's other female characters out there that need to be made into a version 2. But
Okay.
Grisha the Slitherer and Gwendolyn Heavensbrand, how do I want to put this? They kind of are some fan favorites.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see them possibly doing them way down the road.
Okay.
Because they are really cool figures.
Yeah. I don't know. I agree with Gwendolyn, but I really think Grisha would really excite people. I think Grisha's kind of like one of those word of mouth, or I missed out on her and I can't find her anywhere. I do see her every once in a while for sale, but I really think that this has kind of a cool, mysterious Boba Fett kind of thing. And I think that people would be excited for version 2, but I could be wrong.
No, I definitely think you're right. I just think there's a list of other females that she would fall behind.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. And a lot of these Advent of Decay figures are going to suffer from that. Like Gwendolyn.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice to get Gwendolyn or Delphina's head sculpt in an updated version?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Now, she does have some importance with the Order of Aetheron. So I could see maybe way down the road.
Yeah, it could be years
that happened
with some of these.
But I mean, she's way down the pecking order. Way down.
It's funny. Every figure that we go to, I'm looking for in my collection.
You got all the female AODs?
Yeah, I have all the female Mythic figures. I don't have Xylona. I've got Xylona head sculpt, but I don't have the body.
Okay.
But no, it just in general, like Brother Mandibulus, I was looking at Scapular. It's just fun that us talking about these figures, and then I'm looking at them while we're talking about them.
Oh yeah.
That's why I've been looking around while you're talking. I'm looking for the one that we're talking about as we're just it's just a fun thing for me.
Yeah, I mean that's what this is about. Fun. Yeah. This is our hobby. I would love to see a new version of that head sculpt. Because that's my favorite female head sculpt.
It's great. It's beautiful. I love her gold armor too. I think it's basically the same thing as Gadriel, I guess, other than the chest piece doesn't have that that flat piece on the chest, but
yeah.
I do like this female armor. I think it's cool. It's flattering to the body.
Yes, absolutely.
And I think the gold really benefits. I think the gold really looks good on this figure.
Well, and that
Kind of unique.
we could also argue that she looks pretty damn good without a V2.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you on that. I think she's one of those. And same thing with Grisha. Same thing with Gadriel. We're starting to get to the point where these more modern figures maybe are good enough to not need a version 2. It would be great to see a version 2,
Yeah.
but they stand on their own as being beautiful enough or cool enough or unique enough to not need a version 2.
So this is where we're going to start getting into some yeses.
Yeah.
So let's go on to the next one.
Okay.
Hagnon. Everybody, I think everybody in the community wants a version 2 of Hagnon. No, I'm joking.
No.
I'm joking. I have you going there for a second.
Just for a second, I'm like, okay, I'm going to see where he's going with this. Let's see where he's going.
Hagnon will not be a version 2. It will not even be on their radar. And I'm sorry, Colin Culp. You're not getting a version 2 of Hagnon. I think Blue Hagnon was the most version 2 you'll ever get of that.
Yeah, I was shocked.
Now, the next one, absolutely.
Yes.
Hera, Serpentshire, she is so important to the lore, it isn't funny. She has never had a All-Stars release, and she is very, very much in need of that upgrade, especially with the staff. I understand she has that voodoo priestess look to her.
Yeah.
But imagine what they could do with that look.
Oh, man.
With a version 2. Yes.
I agree.
And I think she's high on their list.
Yeah, I agree. The staff is cool, but it just doesn't fit her hands well. I've always kind of been bummed out about them not giving more hand sculpts in the older figures. So definitely needs an upgrade. I love the head sculpt, and the hair I think is beautiful.
Imagine what they can do with a wire in that hair strand.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And for it to be flexible. Imagine the soft goods.
Yeah, I think Eric could really make something beautiful. He could use the Bastet arms and legs, and just redo the head and the chest, and you would have Hera 2 already. So I think it's a done deal.
Yeah, and this is one that I would say absolutely they're going to do it. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, I agree. I'll be there for it.
Incidentally, the next one, or I'm sorry, not the next one, 2 away from now, he's going to be in the same boat, but Juno the Crusher will be the next one because the Iron Knight is, of course, a builder again. Juno the Crusher, yes. And this is the reason why, this is the reason why I say it. Imagine what they can do with Juno the Crusher if they would give her the Neve, female parts.
Oh, absolutely.
And imagine they could have a true female barbarian.
We need that.
Finally. And yes, they need that. And I can see them wanting to do that with her.
Yeah. I'm there for it.
Yeah. I see that. That's one of the ones that she's not important to the story. She's never had an all-star release, but she's one that so desperately needs an upgrade because of the Neve parts. Just like the brute scale for the Minotaurs, this works the same way.
Right.
Yeah. I can see that being on their radar because of that.
And definitely benefit from all the new parts that they have now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now the next one,
I'm curious what you're going to say about this.
without a doubt, this is the king of the goblins.
Yeah.
He is the king of the goblins. He's on their list right now. If we break into the vaults of Four Horsemen Studios and
Yes.
steal their list for version 2s, the king is going to be on it.
Is he going to be at the top?
What's that?
Is he going to be at the top?
I don't know. Him and Bromden are going to be high.
Yeah,
on
I
this.
agree. I agree.
But he's the king. And even though they have him represented well here, the soft goods for the king.
Yeah.
Scepter, new armor, a new crown. I mean, they can really make him really regal.
I would love to do like a pack of the kings, like a king's pack.
You know what? You're doing it tonight
with thrones. Yeah, I would love to see thrones of Bromden, of Attila, Noglin. Give me their thrones with them. That would be sweet.
I do believe when you see them come out in Legacies, if they do 2 at a time, you will see Bromden and Noglin come out together.
Yeah, I would love that. Instant purchase.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
They're just very important to the lore. Now, the Knight Builder set, of course, no. Nubnik, sexy figure, a sexy choice, but no.
I don't think so either.
He's such the assassin goblin, very cool, but really, King Noglin needs that.
Yeah.
Not Nubnik.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell you the truth, if we were going to give another goblin the V2 treatment, it would probably be Snag.
Yeah.
Not Nubnik.
Yeah. I agree. Cool figure. I don't have him. I don't have Nubnik.
He is cool. Lord Adon. No, they're not going to. He is the uncle of Artemis Silvercord. I don't believe he's that important in the lore as it stands now. He hasn't had a version 2 or a All-Stars treatment at all. As an elf, I think he looks fine the way he is.
I agree. Yeah, I think he's good enough.
Yep.
I wouldn't race out to pre-order a Lord Adon.
Yes, I think because of those factors, he won't be on the studio's radar.
Yeah, I just don't see it.
And when we talk about Lord Adon, you can throw Malachi into there.
Yes.
And you can throw, obviously, the Shadow Orcs in there, too.
Yeah,
they suffer from the same problems getting into V2.
Yep, I agree.
Now, the next one, Lucretia. She is the head since Baron Vollengar didn't want it. His daughter is the head of the vampires until Ilithia comes back.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
They need it for sure.
If you see how regal Baron Vollengar is in his version 2, we need to see that from Lucretia.
Yeah.
We really do.
Yeah, I agree.
She hasn't had a version 2. She's very important to the story, like I said before. And if you can imagine her in the Baron Vollengar armor too, that's what we're talking about.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm with you. Totally. I would be very excited to see a version 2 of her.
Oh, yeah.
And I think she would do well. I think people would buy because people love Ilithia. And I think this figure has potential.
That's her granddaughter. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it would be a great choice.
Now, incidentally, I love that little hood thing.
Yeah.
The cowl, or
very unique
cowl, but I do dig that.
Yeah, it is cool. Yeah, I don't think another figure has had that. I think
No,
she's
no,
the only
that's
one.
unique. That's unique.
Yeah, very cool. Good choice. Good choice, Mike.
So Malachi, we talked about a little bit. Same with
Yeah.
Lord Adon. They look fine the way they are, and I don't see him obviously getting the V2 treatment
Yeah.
from the studio. Morgulith, yes.
Absolutely.
We had Malleus, we had Mandibulus.
Yeah.
You
Without a
you
doubt.
will also, without a doubt, get Morgulith.
Yeah.
Imagine her armor's very muted, the colors and all that. Imagine what they can do with her in a version 2.
Yeah. I agree.
It would be something else. And she is the leader until Necronominus comes back
Yeah.
and harasses. Um, yeah, she's never had a version 2. So important to the lore. And I think she looks good the way she is, but what they could do with an upgrade would
Yes.
probably be pretty damn amazing.
Yeah. That headpiece is stunning. I'm looking at it right now.
It almost doesn't, Greg, if you're an Aliens fan, doesn't
Yes.
that remind you of the Queen
I
Alien?
think that all the time. I think that
Yes.
all the time. Yeah, it doesn't actually fit on my shelf. I have to have her kind of standing outside of the shelf because her headpiece is too tall. But what a figure! Definitely would deserve a version 2. Um, so yeah, absolutely, definitely version 2. Definitely a Legacies, and hopefully sooner than later for her.
I could agree with that. Myra, not an important enough figure.
No,
And we've talked about that with the other ones.
yeah,
Just she has no way of making it into a version 2 unless there's like a fan vote.
yeah.
Uh, I just don't see her selling well.
No, she just doesn't
Uh,
have that popularity, I
yeah,
think.
unless you have people out there that just love the Whisperlings. Um, and as you can see, all the Whisperlings that they've released in the waves
Mhm.
since this, they're just heads that come with other figures.
Right. I
So it leads me to believe that she didn't sell well
Yeah, I
to
agree.
begin with. The female orc, we can pass her. She's a legion builder. Queen Urxa, yes.
Yes.
Queen Urxa has always bothered me. Now, I understand she's an orc, but she's way too plain to be the queen.
Yeah, I've always thought that. I think the figure is beautiful. Um, I think this was like the first almost bare skinned figure in the line. I guess Juno would be also, but
Yeah,
just yeah, she needs to really be more regal. Um,
absolutely.
benefiting a queen.
Yep.
But I think this is a super cool figure. I definitely would recommend owning this.
Greg, this is one that suffered from just their limited library of parts
Mhm.
at the time.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, imagine her actually looking like a orc queen,
Yes.
you know, instead of like a female orc.
I love the feet too. I think that's the first set of feet, isn't it? Bare feet.
Uh, for the females,
Yeah.
that could be. I'm trying to
I
think.
think.
Well, obviously, they had them tooled for Advent of Decay. They would have to have uh other characters. Shoot. Maybe she's the only one with bare. Obviously, Morgulith has the bare feet, but they're
Yeah.
skeleton
Yeah.
2.0. I don't know. I'd have to think on that one.
Yeah.
You might be right.
I
She
know
might be
the
the one.
orc the Aether Blade orc builder comes with the bare feet too,
Yes.
but I think this is the first that comes with it. And I love the figure, but I totally get what you're saying. that she is too plain. She needs
Yes.
definitely more of a presence.
I think it's safe to say she is the plainest royalty in Mythic
Maybe
Legion.
she's just not flashy, Mike. Maybe she's,
Uh, so we have Ravina. I don't see them ever making her
no.
a version 2. She was the fan exclusive, like Vorgus Vermilius was. But if I can be blunt, perfectly blunt, she looks really good the way she does.
Yeah.
And I don't see, other than soft goods, them making a significant uh, upgrade on her, nor do I see her selling
Yeah.
very well in a version 2.
It's a pretty rare figure. It's a nice one to own if you're a connoisseur of the ladies. This is a really nice figure, but definitely fetches some higher prices because of the rarity. Very cool figure. But yeah, I agree. I don't see her ever coming back
And
unless
of course,
Jeremy just decides to,
and you never know with that. But the Shadow Elf, he's not a named character. So he's ixnayed. Of course, the Skeleton Soldier, which can be a man or a male or female character, is
Mm,
ixnayed. Snag. Now, Snag, if I was to pick another goblin that would get the V2 treatment, it would be Snag.
mhm.
Imagine different head sculpts on him. I just don't think he's on their radar right now.
Yeah, I agree.
I, I
But
do think he would sell.
that was going to be my point.
Yeah.
I think he did really well. Jeremy notices, I think, like what sells well and what doesn't. And I think that he sold well as reissue. So I think that if they were going to consider another goblin, a named goblin, he would be on the list of someone that they would look at.
I My one hang up with him when I was going through this was, how do they make him better?
Yeah. Well,
I don't know necessarily if they can.
the head sculpt is perfect, but
Yeah.
I think seeing the same chest piece over and over and over again, I think goblins and elves and 2.0 female figures, they need to have separate pieces. Like I get tired of seeing the same kind of chest piece over and over and over again on these guys. So I think goblins need more unique pieces to set them apart. So I think with Snag, the head sculpt is perfect. I would not touch that head sculpt. Maybe give him a different colored hood. Maybe not. Maybe upgrade. Maybe give him a little
Give
beard
him
or
different
something.
heads with different expressions, you could.
Yeah, maybe different expressions, but I would change the whole body because I think maybe it's just fatigue of seeing the same parts over and over and over again for these smaller 2.0 bodies. Um, but he would benefit for me, in
Okay,
my
so
opinion.
Greg, let's put him in definitely the maybe category,
Okay.
to where they possibly could get to him at some point. Yeah, I can see, absolutely. You give him another body,
Yes.
but that head is just too
The
classic,
head's perfect. I love that head.
and that's where I was having a hang up on.
Yeah, it's a
Um,
great head sculpt.
and we're going right here. This one's going to have the same problem.
Yes, the same
Okay,
thing.
it's a perfect head sculpt, Thistlethorn.
Yeah.
And could he use upgrades on the body? I
Oh
don't
man.
know. I think this is another one that looks damn good the way he
Yeah.
is.
Well, I think he the armor suits him well. I if you did a version 2, I could see him in like, like a different outfit, like an Artemis, maybe in the leather gear or, some kind of different garments other than armor. Then, we could do that, revisit Thistlethorn as an older Fuzz Monk, so yeah, I agree with you on the armor. It looks good on him. The color is good. Um, and I think he's awesome. I was talking to Darla Ackerman the other day, and she made a cape for him. So I think soft goods would really benefit him even more. Like a cape would make him even better. But this is a really good figure. I think this is a nice.
The
He was
one
a
thing,
sleeper for sure.
Greg, the one thing he has going for him is he's a very popular character.
Yes, very
So that
popular.
right there, same with Snag,
Yeah,
would kind of put him in that. It's not going to happen anytime soon, but would they visit him down the road a
yes,
ways? Possibly.
I think so. I think so. And I think Eric making that white fuzz monk, is kind of a nod saying, I'm still thinking about fuzz monks. They're not gone. It's just,
Well,
it's going to take a while to get back to them.
wonderful tribute to Jesse Arnold,
Right.
the white fuzz monk head. And I think the next fuzz monk you will see will be a female fuzz monk in a new wave.
Okay. I would not be opposed to that.
So the Vampire Knight, both Vampire Knights, they are not named characters. They will not revisit them. I cannot see that happening. Zarya, I do not see happening. We've listed the females. There's a list of females that we know for sure that they really need to get to. Mm-hmm. Zarya isn't necessarily that big with the lore. She is one that wants to overthrow Zazar and Azar. But as lore comes, I don't see it.
Yeah.
She's never had obviously an all-stars treatment. I once again, we harken back to where a lot of these female figures are going to suffer from. Could she use an upgrade? But there's a lot more figures ahead of her that they're going to have their eye on.
I agree. I'm happy with her as she is.
Yeah.
She's good enough.
Okay, so Greg, the next one, we're already promised she's getting a V2.
Yes.
Okay, so how do I want to put this? I love you, Eric Treadaway.
Yes.
You know I love you. This figure sucks. Okay, so this figure just does not do it for me on any level.
Very weird. It's a weird. I actually like the body part. But the head is just so bizarre to me with the body.
No, it's nothing Eric did with sculpting it.
No.
Okay, at all.
No.
It just doesn't work at all for me. At all. Nothing. And I know other people have said this too. She is in so much need of a version 2. It isn't funny. And they promised us one. It's just this figure, absolutely. I have her on my shelf. Does nothing for me.
She's actually I'm okay with not owning her. I mean, if I did, I would have all the females, and I'm okay with not owning her just because of the price. So yeah, I think I would be satisfied with a version 2 instead of seeking out this version, because it does nothing for me either.
Greg, I want to say that this is supposed to be a god.
Right.
Okay. It doesn't do that for me.
No.
Aether does. Necronominus does.
Yes.
Lithia does. Poxus does. Leodicius does. Aetheron does.
Yes.
Basilia in the Reign of the Beast Wave does.
Yes.
She does not at all. I want to see Eric resculpt her into a badass.
I just don't know how they would do that.
Oh, I think they could,
Oh yeah,
especially.
I'm sure. I
Oh
can't
yeah.
envision. I think, if you really want to keep that kind of head, you're gonna have to change the body to something else. A different scale, maybe. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I'll leave it
It's
to
going
Eric.
to be interesting because we're already one thing we know for sure, Greg. She's coming,
Yes.
so it'll be interesting.
Yeah,
And
I'll be there. I mean, I'm sure I will buy her. I can't envision what he's going to do to make her not disturbing.
well, yeah, and the fun thing about it is the man's a genius.
He's
I
a
I, I
genius.
do. Eric Treadaway should be given accolades almost like Frazetta
Yes.
is for
Yes.
modern fantasy.
I'm in awe.
What Eric Treadaway has done in the last 10 years for modern fantasy is every bit what Frazetta has done.
I agree.
What the
100%.
Yes,
Totally agree.
yes.
Totally agree.
So we're going on to the Colosseum wave now. The Colosseum wave, I consider the greatest wave ever made. And let me tell you why.
Break it
Because
down, my man. Break it down.
Adamon and Keltis are what got me into it. I'm a huge Motu fan, especially the first wave, the first year. And when I saw these two figures, I immediately said, I'm collecting Legions. Now, of course, I couldn't get them because they were so expensive. And since then, I have gotten them. But this wave is just packed full with home runs. That's what makes it the best wave ever made. And I love the Rising Suns wave, obviously, because of the tribute figure. But this wave by far is the best wave. Adamon.
It's a great wave for sure.
Starting with Adamon, yes. And people are going to think I'm crazy. Okay, no, he's a Motu tribute. How would they give him a version 2? They've come out and said already that they could do other tribute figures to the same Motu characters. So what I mean by that is they could take He-Man and make another tribute figure to him in the Legion's lines that looks more like He-Man, but isn't Adamon, called something else. Same with Keltis.
Mm-hmm.
They could make another Skeletor tribute. But I think here they could make Adamon again and Keltis again and make them better and make them look like, make version 2
I agree.
and make them really honor Skeletor and He-Man even more. Adamon with a different head sculpt, an unbearded head sculpt.
Yes.
Keltis with actual Zazar muscles.
Mm-hmm.
If you could imagine Zazar's arms and legs on Keltis. Okay, stuff like that. And the armor. Imagine the boots on Adamon.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I would love that.
Imagine them sculpting a new harness. Chest harness.
Yeah.
A double belted one. So I really do think, I don't think it's necessarily on top of their radar, but they've got to be thinking about this for these two characters, Adamon and Keltis.
Yeah. Okay.
To giving them.
I would love that. I'd be there for that for sure.
Of course, the Black Knight is an army builder, and Brontis is a troll, and the Colosseum Orc is an army builder, a Legion builder. They won't be in the version 2s whatsoever. Halmir Golden Tooth, this is a figure you leave alone. This is a figure that is perfect. I I don't see how you can make this figure better. I honestly don't. He is supposed to be a asymmetrical figure. He uses that wonderful head sculpt from Thor Ironjaw.
Yeah.
I don't think he's on their radar. He's just perfect. And he was up for All-Stars a lot. I don't think he's on their radar at all. Neither do I think he should be.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to just leave it alone. Why mess with a good thing?
Yep.
I'm with you. Yeah, I need this guy. Good figure. Very cool.
Yes, he is. He's my favorite dwarf by far. Next one, Romulus. No, I'm going to say Keltis, we already talked about. Keltis,
okay, sorry. Keltis is a yes.
Keltis, I do believe they could make a version 2 of someday. Romulus, no. I don't. I think the only one that they're going to revisit with the Mercurians would be Vetus.
Yeah.
The head one, the leader.
Yeah.
So because of that, unfortunately, Romulus, I don't think would even be on their radar. Especially in the lore, he has a brother out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they could do an upgraded version on his brother.
Okay.
In a new wave.
Yeah, I could see that.
Unfortunately, Romulus will not make their list, according to me. Rhaegar, as much as I would like to see a version 2, because Rhaegar's fire, Rhaegar is part of the new dragon factions. Aresius, not Baythairs. I don't see them revisiting this character because of Rey Wu.
It's
a memorial figure to Rey Wu. And I don't see it's almost harkens back to Sir Valgar. I just don't think they're going to do it. Him and Valgard, I think, are off limits. They will never touch them because of the memorial figure, and of course, Rhaegar being the memorial figure, Valgar being the first Kickstarter exclusive figure.
Mm.
But I would, you know what, Greg? I would love to see this one.
Me too.
As a V2. But this list isn't about Mike's wants.
Yes, right.
This list is about what we believe would be realistic for them to do.
I agree.
And that takes us through the Coliseum wave. And we got one wave to go, big dog. Soul Spiller.
Let's do it.
Okay, Soul Spiller. Kalaros. Let's just go with the 2 Motu figures to start off with.
Okay.
I don't think they'll ever revisit these figures as version 2s.
I agree.
I think the only Motu figures that they would do that for are the 2 top characters, and we already talked about them in the Coliseum wave.
Right.
So Kalaros, Melina, ain't no way they're going to be on their radar.
No, I can't see that ever happening.
Now, the Fury Clan Orc and the Shadow Elf Ranger, they're not named characters.
Right.
They're not going to be on it. Okay. The Ice Troll, he's a troll. He's not going to be on it. Like I said, they are going to make new trolls.
Mm.
Your fire troll is, I guarantee you, your fire troll, lava troll, whatever you want to call it, will be the next troll. I almost envision him looking a lot like the Balrog.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
To an extent.
Yeah.
So that only leaves us with Lord Viserys, Phelan Frostbro, Ragnar Stormforger.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to play a little game with you right now.
Go ahead.
Smurb. Out of those three, I'm only picking one for a version 2 treatment. Okay, for a V2. Can you guess which one?
I would guess Thalen.
Wrong.
Damn.
Wrong. I think.
Oh, that's my guess. Sorry.
Okay. Thalen looks great the way she is.
I would like a new head sculpt.
Okay.
But that's just what I want. Like you were saying, you're picking things that you want. That's what I would pick.
Okay. You're on Lord Viteris.
It's got to be this year. This got to be your choice.
Oh, no,
Mike.
No.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Ragna
Stormforger is in
Ragna.
Desperate need. She's not big with the lore. She's never had a version or a All-Stars release. But she needs an updated version. She does not look like a female dwarf. This is where, remember way back in the last episode when I talked about the creator wanting to do an upgrade on a figure because he didn't like her?
Yes.
This is Ragna. Eric's already came out and said, I don't care for Ragna, and I want to make her better. Imagine Ragna looking like Dagna with the 1.0 dwarf female parts. She would be awesome.
Oh, for sure.
She would be awesome. And I see that happening, especially with comments that have been made by the studio here and there.
Yeah, I would love to see Ragna being you, and you just endeared yourself more to me, Mike, for picking Ragna.
Yeah,
I did not expect you to pick her, but I would love.
I believe Ragna isn't on the list. I think it's going to happen.
I pray so. I hope she does.
I think it's going to happen.
I would love that.
Yeah, with Lord Viteris, is a tribute figure to Joe Vettery, and I don't see them revisiting that.
Yeah.
Because he's part of their group, and I think they want to leave that alone. It would just be like if they had a tribute figure, George's and Chris's tribute figures, Walter's tribute figures. I don't see them at all. And look at that. Look at Nate Barch's photo in the back. Right there's Scapular, his painting. Boom. I don't see them ever redoing the tributes at all.
Yeah, I agree. Totally agree with that.
To their workers.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I pressed the wrong button and I ejected myself from the show.
Well, we got to see Nate's beautiful art there. And if you look, let's see here if I can point the right way. If you look, let's see here. Over here, you got Trevor Williams' beautiful photography hanging on the wall.
It's all great art right there, man. What's that set behind you there? You got two
They're
sets.
They're just placeholders. What those are those are two Barbarian builder boxes that I took the Barbarians out of and made cool pop and swaps customs out of. Mm-hmm. And those are just placeholders. Here's my hope. Obviously, the top one is going to have Scapular version 2 hanging on the wall when he comes in box. And the one below, I'm hoping to have the test shot of Scapular version 2, if I'm lucky enough to get it in a future sale.
Yeah.
Because on the other side of the room, let me go get it for you. Hanging on the wall is this bad boy.
Oh, yeah.
New in box. Beautiful. Incidentally, this is the All-Stars version, not the Wave 1 version.
How can you tell on those? Is it the back cardboard or
What's no, because both, remember, All Stars 1 came out right after Wave 1.
Mhm.
So they have the exact same backer. How I can tell is I do believe it's the wire inside.
Okay.
Because I believe on the very first Kickstarter they had a white wire.
Yes, I remember the white wire.
Now, I could be wrong on that. So anybody, please leave in the comments if I am indeed wrong with that fact. But
Sure.
I think that's the telltale sign
I think you're right.
when it comes to that.
So are we done? Did we do all the waves that we think
did. We are through all the waves, but we're not
What
done.
a blast.
We are not done, my friend, because I want to talk about a few things.
Okay, let's do it.
So we would be remiss if we were talking about legacies and we didn't talk about a possible fan voting.
Mm-hmm.
So Jeremy Gerard, I believe it was on the last Mythic Conversation, said they weren't opposed to that.
Mm-hmm.
It is not going to be a thing all the time. But he did say maybe in the future we might have the opportunity to vote on some of these.
Mm-hmm.
So that leads me to believe that this could be a thing. What are your thoughts on us being to vote on possibly 10 or so figures? Let's say vote on 10 figures. The top 3 get made into legacies. Mm-hmm. What do you think about that?
I think it would be a blast. I kind of came in right when the All Stars 5, I think, was voting upon. And I thought it was a blast. I didn't really know who the characters were at the time, but I loved that interactability of being able to have a small part in choosing what might become a reality and shipped to me. So I'm definitely all in for the voting. I trust Eric in whatever he picks, and I'm always happy with whatever he makes. So I don't need to vote, but I would like the funness of voting. But I think he will make whatever he feels like making. He will create whatever he feels like creating. So if he does want a Ragna version 2, eventually we will see that. Whether we vote for her or not, I think it's his whim. If he decides that he wants to add, or wants another crack, I don't blame him. If he looks at Zazar or looks at
or Ragna or
yeah, and he's like, you know what, this figure offends me, I want to redo them. I don't blame him. He's got so many more tools now, so many more parts to really improve any of those original figures. So I'm basically I'm here for whatever he makes. I would love a vote, but I don't need a vote.
Yeah, I think it's going to harken us back to the nostalgia of the roots of Legacies, to the all-star voting. And I think it would not only be a good move, I think it would be the smart move to do for a one-shot thing. I think it would. I think the community would absolutely love it. Yeah, I can't wait when they do it to see the figures they pick for us to vote on.
Do you think that because they announced Xylona and Ethereon as candidates for an upcoming Legacies, but I always feel like they're going to do what we don't expect. And my prediction is that we won't see them next. I think we will see something else.
There you go, buddy, because that's my next topic.
The
packaging. We are getting Otho and we are getting Urzog. And on the back of the packaging, that those sly guys at Four Horsemen Studios put some cross sell on there, some hints.
Mhm.
And they have cross sell of the logo of Necronominus and the logo of Aetheron, the Order of Aetheron. That tells us right there that the next two figures, one's going to be from the Order of Aetheron, one's going to be from the Congregation of Necronominus. What do we think they could be? Knowing that we just went through the last 2 hours or the last 3 hours, what do you think they could be?
That's
I'm
a
going
good
to
one.
go first, then I'm going to go.
That's a good one, man. Of course, I would love to see Ethereon. I'm so curious about how he will, because I think the figure is, I've never seen it in person. I think it looks amazing, pictures I've seen, but I'm curious of how he could improve it and make it better. I would love to see a different scale. I think that would be awesome. I'd also like to see more figures that come with mounts. Like I was thinking Morgulith with a mount of her own, or Ethereon maybe on a griffin or something different, like just something, out there and different. But I would love to see Ethereon, and I would love to see, did I say Xylona? I didn't mean Xylona. I meant Ethereon if I said Xylona. I would love to see Ethereon, and for Necronominus, I would love to see a Malleus for sure, or Brother M. Either one, I would be so happy with. So
for me, the Necronominus one is a no-brainer. And I'm telling you right now, the next Legacies we get, we're going to get Malleus. It's just, I don't see how it can't. Now, once again, I have no insider information.
Right.
But I truly believe that's a no-brainer. Malleus will be in the next Legacies wave. Mm-hmm. Now, the Order of Aetheron. That's a little more dicey, because do they bring Aetheron himself out with Xylona?
Right.
And maybe pick one of the knights like Galaron to go with a Malleus?
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
I don't know, but I can tell you one thing. It's probably going to be Aetheron with Malleus, or it's going to be someone like Galaron with Malleus.
Yeah.
I think if they're looking at it from how many we can sell of this thing, I think you're going to see the big boy Aetheron and the big boy Malleus come out together as the next two Legacy figures. How exciting is that?
Oh, man.
And
the matchup right there.
When they come out, guess what? 3 weeks later, we're going to have them in our hands. So that's my prediction for the next wave. Listen, everybody in the comments, we want to hear your predictions.
Absolutely.
On these hints. We also want to hear what you think about possible fan voting. Just shoot all this into the comments. We love, I mean, I'm speaking for myself, but I believe I'm speaking for Greg.
Absolutely. I'm with you.
That we want to hear what you guys think also.
I agree.
And I got to tell you, that is all I have with Legacies of Mythos. And it has been an honor to be on 2 episodes with you, my friend.
It's been a blast, man. I had a great time listening to you, learning from you, talking. I hope we do this again. Really enjoyed it. And I hope the people watching had a great time, and I hope they learned something. But I had a great time, and I appreciate you so much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, my man. It is reciprocated, because I love your channel, and I'm urging everybody, if you have not been subscribed yet to New to Mythics, subscribe. Because if you are at all interested in Four Horsemen Studios, you need to be subscribed here. You need to like the videos and you need to comment on it, please.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. But I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys' show either. Like, your show was, I believe, the first show I even saw. So
the Lair, you're talking about Legion's Lair, Legion's Lair official on YouTube. We just celebrated our 100th episode. We hit 101. We're bi-weekly, and the best way to describe it, we were one of the first shows.
Yeah.
We were us, Legion's Lounge. I think it goes new to Mythic Conversations, Legion's Lounge, Legion's Lair on YouTube. But actually, we were in the Cabal Facebook first.
Mm-hmm.
But we wanted to make it a little different. We are a show that focuses on the fan, interviewing the fan totally on Four Horsemen Studios, their product, the Legion's lines, in order to get the community to know each other better. But we look at it lightheartedly.
Mm-hmm.
We like to have fun. We joke around when we do it. It's a fun time. If you ever want to,
absolutely,
if you guys are watching this episode and you want to have a laugh or two and learn a little bit more about our community, check out Legion's Lair official on YouTube.
Absolutely, you guys have the best chemistry. I love it.
Oh yeah,
so much fun.
Well, and you say that, and I've said it once before. I keep the show flowing. Mm-hmm. I keep the show moving. Brad is the show. So what I mean by that is I kind of keep the show on its tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Brad is the hilarious one, and Brad will make you laugh.
Yes, absolutely. He is a crack up for sure. I sure had a good time with you, man, and I appreciate your time, and I appreciate people tuning in and watching this two-parter. Thank you again for coming to me and presenting this idea. I hope we did it some justice. I hope you had a good time, Mike. I had a great time.
Absolutely.
And I look forward to our next show.
As do I. You are very welcome, and I am just, like I said, I was thrilled to be here.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you next time. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Mike. Remember, friends, to always have fun, be curious, share, and enjoy what this line has to offer. Come for the toys, but stay for the friends. Good night, and thank you very much.